YouTube. Well, we are at 27 weeks. I'm actually 27 weeks and 2 days. So, yeah. So I've had a really crazy week. I had an appointment on Tuesday, which I'll talk about. It was the high-risk doctor, and I got some measurements done, and the weight of the baby, but not the length of the baby. I forgot to ask. And then I also did my glucose test today. Friday. Let me adjust this a little bit. Anyway, okay, so I'll get to my high-risk doctor first, where they did do a length measurement on me, and it looks like I'm at 3 centimeters, which is longer than the last time, and I'm really happy about that. The weight of the baby, they estimated to be at 2 pounds and 4 ounces, which is awesome. The heavier the baby, if it's born early, the better. So I think that's great. Okay, so then I had my glucose test, which is where they make you drink the really sugary drink. I had the orange. It was cold, so it really wasn't that bad. It's like drinking a flat soda to me with just tons of sugar in it. Sat there for an hour, took my blood. They also tested my iron, and the nurse who tested my blood told me, or who took my blood, she sent it to a lab, said that the lab would get it that night or the next morning, and that if they didn't give me a call back, wait, was that on Thursday? It was on Thursday, not Friday. So I was expecting you to call Friday late afternoon if the blood sugar was too high or my iron was too low. She said that no news is good news, so that's awesome. Sounds like everything was fine because I didn't get a call, which is great. I've been kind of worrying about the gestational diabetes, my sugar being too high, the placenta not being able to handle blood sugar, because when you take 17p shots, it bumps your risk up for gestational diabetes just a little bit. Not much, but I was always borderline with both of my pregnancies. So I thought maybe this would kind of kick me over the edge a little, but it didn't. So yay! Anyhow, I'm glad my iron is also doing great at a great level. Well, I don't know if it's a great level, but it's not too low because I didn't get a call. But that's another thing that I always have trouble with in pregnancy. So I wonder if I'm just eating better, which I think I'm eating pretty much the same as my second pregnancy, this pregnancy, because I'm eating a lot of vegetables and fruits and a lot of things that have higher in iron, like spinach. I love this. Instead of lettuce, I have spinach leaves with my salads that I make and everything. But anyway, and I do eat a lot of ground beef. I have a lot of recipes for that. So, and it's grass-fed, organic, so it's supposed to have good levels of iron in it. Maybe that's a reason why my iron, I don't know. Maybe it's the hormones, the male hormones or something. Have no idea. But I'm really excited that my iron levels are great. I'm excited that my glucose levels are great. Symptoms this week, probably just starting to feel full before I eat too much, if that's already starting. Another thing is I have been getting swollen in the evenings. I drink plenty of water, but I've noticed on the days where I don't get as much water, I'm more swollen. I've heard that when you drink a lot of water, it helps your body not retain the water and you don't swell as much, which you would think would be the opposite because you're putting more water in your body. But just if you're pregnant, just drink plenty of water, and it will help with the swelling. I ate forever ago, and here I am with the indigestion. Another thing that's still going on, indigestion. Sometimes it's worse than others. I've noticed when I eat sugar, it's really bad. And I had tonight, my husband and I went on a little date night because he's getting ready to leave. And he was able to have a couple beers, and all I wanted was a milkshake from Cold Stone. So I had the chocolate with peanut butter, Reese's peanut butter cups, kind of mixed in, like blended in together. So good. But I'm paying for it because there was a lot of sugar. And my hair is probably crazy right now because we took his Jeep and he had the top down and my hair is flying everywhere. Anyhow, so let's see what else. Oh, cravings. I forgot to mention this last week. I'm craving coffee. So what I'm doing is I'm just making a little bit of coffee, not every morning, every once in a while, like maybe two times a week, probably 2-3 times a week. I will make a little bit of coffee and I put a lot of milk in it and I put honey in it. And it's really good. And it kind of satisfies my coffee craving because I just want that coffee taste. I don't really want the caffeine. I don't like caffeine very much. It's rare that I will have coffee or soda or anything like that. Though in both the times I had, when I had Mia and then when I had Amelia, I did become a coffee drinker, like 1 cup of coffee in the morning. I think it's just because I was completely exhausted and I needed something to help me stay awake. But anyway, so coffee. I really just love coffee right now. So that's one of my cravings. Reese's peanut butter cups, craving that. Pasta, like thin spaghetti and a pasta sauce with a hamburger in it. I don't know what it is, but that Harris Teeter has this brand. It's like an organic pasta sauce, and it is so good. I like the garlic lovers and the urban, what is it? Tomato basil, I think it is. Those two are so really, really good. And I love not cutting this thin spaghetti, just like twirling it and eating it. It's really good right now anyway. So those are cravings. Other things that are going on, we had a really, really super busy week that I did not expect at all. We got back from our like vacation, and I did my 2 videos for 26 weeks and the baby haul video, and then oh my gosh, and then just craziness, you know, the kids, and I had to take my cats to get their vaccines and their exams, and I have 2 orange tabby male cats. They're so sweet. One of them has like a nodule on his thyroid, and we have to get that checked out because he did have like it was low producing thyroid about 1.5 years ago, and now it looks like he's having trouble again. And my other cat, I didn't even know, my youngest one that just turned 1 year this month, has like something going on with his eyes, like conjunctivitis, so I have to put eye drops in his eyes. So that's fun. That's gonna be fun. I have to go get them. So that was another thing that I was doing. I had my niece one day, yesterday, and just, oh my gosh, I can't even name all the stuff. It just kept going on, kept happening. I never got to rest, and I feel like I haven't gotten to like really clean my house. So it is Sunday night, and I'm like, I've got to get this video done. So the kids are asleep. My husband was so sweet. He put the kids to sleep for me. And I just came in here and decided I'm just going to sit down. I'm going to do this video. So much to talk about. Anyway, so yeah, so 27 weeks. I feel like my belly has popped. I feel heavy in the midsection, in my belly. I feel like I'm waddling when I walk now. Everything just feels huge. I'm getting to that point in the pregnancy, and I'm only at 27 weeks, so I'm just wondering how I'm gonna feel in like 3 or 4 more weeks. We'll see. It might just be a phase, because I know that throughout the pregnancy, when you grow a little bit, sometimes you have a huge growth spurt, or the baby does, and you really feel it, and then you kind of get used to that until a few weeks later, and then you have another. So I'm kind of hoping I get used to this feeling. I just feel so big. Let's see what else is going on. So we are getting ready for the big deployment day. A lot of us got together on Friday. That was another thing we did, and it kind of hit me a little harder, that because the girls were talking about it, and just every once in a while I would just start listening to them talk about how, yeah, so-and-so is packing their stuff, and I see their stuff laying around for deployment, because you have like the sea bags and all their camouflage stuff, and just, you know, different military uniforms that they're going to take with them, and it's just kind of laying around so they can put it in their bags, and it's very familiar if you've ever gone through a deployment, that time period where things are being packed up and they're getting ready to leave. It's tough. So I started thinking about the girls, and how my oldest one, my 4-year-old, is going to be asking all kinds of questions. The last time her daddy deployed, she had just turned 2. So it was every once in a while, you know, where's daddy? But mostly she was distractible. You know, you could just kind of get her involved with something else, and she wouldn't really think about it so much. Every once in a while, her vocabulary wasn't as vast as it is now. Her understanding of things wasn't. So she was just a lot easier. It was still very heartbreaking when she would see her daddy on Skype and kind of wouldn't understand what was going on. But now she, you know, is at that point where she's old enough to know, hey, daddy's not, you know, around. We're gonna have a lot of people here staying with me, helping me out, so it's not as if you know, I'm gonna be completely on my own. I don't feel like it's gonna be overwhelming like that. I'm gonna have a lot of people that kind of trade off and are with me and helping me and staying here. So, you know, I feel comfortable with that. It's just, it's not the same when it's not daddy for them. So that's something that's going on in my head lately. But let's see, we are getting ready to, you know, go into that phase or whatever. So, I'm sure that I might get a little like down in my videos or whatever, but that you kind of get over that in a couple of weeks, and once you get into your routine of things. I'm starting to get down about him not being here for the birth. It's going to be hard. There are a couple of women in our squadron where literally their due dates or their C-section dates are a week after their husband leaves. And it's just, it just breaks your heart, you know, because their husband is going to miss it by that little bit of time. So, you know, I feel a little better that at least, you know, the baby will be, I think, almost 4 months old when he gets back. So we'll see, you know, how that goes. It's going to be really hard. It's not, I don't feel like it's natural for them to not be there when you have the baby. It doesn't feel, it just feels awful. But anyway, it's gonna be fine. You know, my mom's gonna be here, my sister's gonna be here, his parents are gonna be here, tons of other family members and friends. So it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be fine, and you know, the girls are gonna be distracted, but there will be those moments that, you know, it's gonna be hard with them. So anyway, I don't have an OB appointment until the 28th, and I don't have another. They told me they were going to do one more scan on me, which is going to be the 29th. So the 28th of July, I'm going to have an OB appointment, and the 29th of July, I'm going to have a scan. So we'll see what goes on there. Oh, another thing. I went to get my shot on Friday from my OB's office, and I found out that they're charging me $10 to do a shot. So we are trying it on our own. And when I say we, I mean me, because, you know, I have to do it myself. I have a confession to make. I was supposed to get my shot last Friday, but the offices were closed because it was July 4th weekend. It was closed on Friday, but we were gone anyway because we went on our like vacation or whatever. So I didn't have the right, what do you call it? You know, the thing you pull the medicine out with, a syringe. I didn't have the right size needle for the syringe, so I couldn't get it out of the bottle. So I ended up not taking it that Friday, and I was going to take it when I went to my high-risk appointment on the following Tuesday, this past Tuesday. But they said that my cervix grew a couple centimeters, and I was like, maybe I'll just wait till Friday to get it done. And I haven't had any problems at all, no contractions or anything like that. So on Friday when I went in to get my shot, and they told me that, or when I found out that I was paying just to get a shot done, which is like, I guess $40 to $50 a month just to get them to give me a shot, I thought, well, maybe I'll follow my OB's advice, and if I start getting more Braxton Hicks than, you know, what is normal, I'll just take the shot. Now, she didn't say that. She said when I run out of medication at like 32 weeks, if, you know, I felt comfortable with, you know, not getting another bottle of it, she felt comfortable with letting me stop the shots. So I just kind of used it for this scenario. And I have not taken the 17B shot since 25 weeks. So I'm 27 weeks now. I haven't had any problems. I didn't start it till 21, so I was not on it very long. Anyway, that's my little confession. I did get the right syringe needles and needles from the OB, so that if I do happen to have Braxton Hicks that are, you know, not normal, I will take it, and I will call my OB right away if something isn't normal. But so far, I've had no problems, and I really didn't have any problems before either. They just felt uncomfortable with the length of my cervix. I did have some Braxton Hicks, but I was also breastfeeding at the time. I was a little over 21 weeks, and I think that I was starting to make that oxytocin, and that was causing a lot of the Braxton Hicks. Anyway, so I guess that's pretty much what's been going on. Next week is supposed to be, you know, nothing's supposed to be going on. I don't know how much it's going to change, but I do feel like my belly's getting bigger. Hopefully it won't get too much bigger. I will show you the belly, which I'm going to have to move this thing back and do some arranging here so I can show you. But I will be right back. Okay. So here is the 26-week belly, shirt on. Here comes the belly button. Shirt off. I feel like it has grown since last week. Just feels bigger. I am on my tippy toes. There. So, there it is. Okay, well, so that's it for 27 weeks. I will be back for my 28th week video. That is going to be the 28th week and 29th week. Be patient with me. It's going to be rough. Just trying to get through all the videos and everything else that's going on. But, and maybe even the 30th week. We'll see. But anyway, I'm getting the videos out to you. I love making them. I'm going to have these things for when these babies grow up. Mia will probably watch them and say, look at how crazy my mom is. Anyhow, so I guess I will see you guys for the 28-week video next week. And I hope you have had a good weekend. Enjoy. Did I say it was Sunday today? It's not Sunday. It's Saturday. I think that's pregnancy brain taking over. I've listened to myself talk sometimes and I'm like, what's happening? What's going on? It's not making any sense. Along with being like really tired and exhausted from everything, I really can't think very well. So let me know if you have pregnancy brain too. I know it's a real thing. Anyhow, I will see you guys next week for the 28-week. I cannot believe that. For the 28-week pregnancy video. I hope you guys have a good rest of your weekend. Enjoy your Sunday tomorrow. Bye.